Hey guys, what's up? It's been too long basically. I wanted to do a sit down video with you, not ASMR, because I want to explain myself. Because I don't know why, but I feel guilty, but I kind of explained it, but I kind of not explained it. So let's begin. So basically, the beginning of the year, I feel like we were on top of the world. There was consistent uploads. I felt like I was really building a community, building friendship with you guys. We were super active and, it was going really good. And then down she went. I feel like from probably August on, I completely just left the internet. Like, where did I go? Explanation, what's up? So, to explain that, I know I've kind of touched on it, but I don't know, I feel like I need to do a whole year in the review type thing. So actually I'm gonna rewind and talk to you guys about what's been going on in my year and reflecting 2020 as a whole. So starting January, I was probably at my worst. I'm trying not to cry because I cried so much this year and I don't even need to. I just get really emotional about the talking about it because it's literally trauma for me now. But I feel like I'm decent enough to talk about it. My eyes water because I don't know, natural reaction. I don't know. Anyways, so also I feel like I'm just looking, I'm not here. I'm fake right now. I am robot. No, okay, so yeah, so January, February was the worst time of my life. I have a whole story on my Patreon about how I quit my job and why I quit my job and everything about my toxic job. So did that and I was so depressed. I had panic attacks every day. I was so depressed, suicidal, anything like that. Literally hated my life. So then March came around and COVID came out as a huge pandemic. And a lot of people were closing down, taking off time. Everyone was very, very afraid because it was very new and it was scary how many people were dropping ill. So I took that as my advantage. I had friends that had taken the time off because they were worried about the pandemic and stuff like that. And the government of Canada basically said, you can take time off at work, no questions asked. That's cool. So I did that. I took the 2 weeks off that was allowed. Ew, I feel like this is disgusting, but ew, that's kind of disgusting too. Whatever. Anyways, I took the 2 weeks off that was allowed, and I was like, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to go back to work. So I took 3 weeks off. I took the next week off, and I was like, oh, really liking this at home stuff because once I took the time off, I was really consistent with YouTube. I was making good money on YouTube and Patreon. That's when I was popping off, right? Because I was most active. So I was doing really good for myself. So then I was like, I'm just gonna take the whole month of April off. So that brings us to pretty much the end of April. So I'm like, oh, I guess I should go to work. People are starting to go back to work. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't just be suspicious and just take forever off. So I went back to work for the month of May. I hope this makes sense because if this is not making sense, then this is awkward. But I went back for the month of May and literally so toxic. I was off for pretty much a month and a half and nothing changed. So I was back into the crying, the panic attacks, everything possible. So then one day I was like, no, I need to quit. And I had this thought for so long, I can't remember a time frame, but there was one day I was bawling my eyes out at work. So I was like, I need to quit, but I can't. I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. I felt very trapped. So that's what got me into panic attacks and stuff like that. So one day I was like, no, I need to quit. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to show up. So one day after work, I stayed at work. I typed out my little resignation letter on the computer on their time. I mean, I don't think this come back for me later. I don't know, probably not. But yeah, I use their time, they're paying me, and I use their computer, the printer, ink, all that. Typed it up and left it on the desk, and I left for that day. And then the store manager called me up, the one that had the most issues with, and she's like, okay, you gonna do 2 weeks? And I was like, sure. So they do that, and they're like, oh, why are you leaving? And I was like, oh, I don't know, just like don't want to work, you know. And they're like, you have no job, you like don't know what you're doing, like that's not good, like don't you like have a house? And I was like, I don't even care, I'll figure it out myself. Like I mean, I didn't tell them about my YouTube, like why would I? I was just like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just you know, might go back to school or something. Like I did not want to confront them at all, so I'm like, yeah, so whatever. I do the 2 weeks and then I'm unemployed. I was literally saying that like forever. I was unemployed for a month, and I was like, I'm unemployed, unemployed, super cute, no job, no idea what I'm gonna do. So then I like did a bunch of interviews and stuff like that, and things didn't turn out. And then I landed into my job that I have now. And so that was like July. So then from July on, I've been kind of like working, and stuff went like not wrong, but like transferred to a lot of places in that month, July and August. And then finally, basically by September, I had a secured position, secured location, blah 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 blah. You get me. So that brings me to September. So September, I've just been working tons, just completely working so much. Grateful I have a job, whatever. And obviously I have been looking for a house, I think since last year now. I didn't say in March I was looking at houses and like going to open houses and stuff, but I was. I don't know, it was just kind of like a minuscule detail in my head, but I was doing that. And then October came, and I found a house that was recently priced, decently priced, and you know, livable, right? So I put an offer in the beginning of October, and then weeks after that, it's all, did they accept my offer, getting the money from the bank, legal stuff. You guys, if you've bought a house before, you know like what I'm talking about. So those week after week after week, there was always something, plus packing my house up, obviously. So that brought me to November. Middle of November, we moved in, so we had that. Again, stuck with packing, all the last minute nitty-gritty stuff. So that's where I was November. And then going into the end of November, again, still working, I'm thinking, you know, Christmas, so I gotta start doing my Christmas shopping. So bringing it to December, just tons of Christmas shopping, running around, renovations, just craziness. Pretty much I haven't slept. Like, I'm just starting to like sleep basically, because I've just been so on the go for what it feels like forever now. It's really just been since October to December. I've been go, but yeah, so that's where that went. And that's where I'm at now. Now that Christmas is over, I feel like so much better. It's starting to slow down, you know, even work-related stuff. It's not like everything is demand. Now it's just kind of like everyone's just kind of breathing now. Now it's like, you know, like it's just like nice. So I'm now at the point where like I'm not so booked up, tied up with my days. I mean, obviously I still have a job, but you know, like I'm much better. So now that brings to YouTube. What's going on with my YouTube, my Patreon? What the heck's going on? So I made this decision. I can't even talk. I made this decision a couple of days ago, but if you made it this far, number one, comment saying I'm here, and number two, Patreon. I am changing my Patreon. I'm making it so much better than what it was. I am doing Zoom calls. You heard it, Zoom calls, aka video calls, aka like FaceTime. I am doing it. It is a free app that you can download, and everyone can join their own little chat groups, and everyone can talk to each other, talk to me, whatever it may be. So, Patreon, check out either my Instagram, I'm going to be posting this, and my YouTube community tab thingamajiggy. And I'll probably put it in the description box, but basically it's going to be for $5. It's going to be like its own tiers. $5, you are going to have a 15-minute like Zoom call once a month. So that's gonna be 15 minutes, and I will do it whenever, once a month. I mean, eventually I probably will up it into twice a month, blah, 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 whatever. But for $5 right now a month, you can get one Zoom call for 15 minutes with me. And I'm gonna be very communicating with you guys, figuring out what's the best time for you guys, what's the best date, stuff like that. And now I also have another tier, which is going to be $10, and that's twice a month for half an hour with me, 30 minutes. So I'm going to have both those tiers. Everything will be on there in the description box wherever I post the information about it. And it's going to be super fun. It's going to be more interactive, because I feel like you can be a comment and you can be a like, but to actually be face-to-face and us making connections, it's going to be so much better. So definitely, I really recommend doing that. I really want to get to know you guys. I want to see you. I mean, I can talk for forever on lives and on videos, but I don't see you guys back. You guys are just words to me. And like, I'm not saying that in a mean way. It's just like, to actually have the connection, like, oh, you have brown hair and you like spaghetti, like, you know, like, it's just, I feel like it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be more frequent with uploads. I'm not saying every day boom 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 videos, but I'm gonna be around more, not once every 3 weeks, that's for sure. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna be done January 1st, absolutely not. But within the first few weeks of January, things are going to start rolling again. And I'm really excited for it, because I feel like I abandoned YouTube. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like I literally left. Life is crazy. And I'm sure you guys can all agree. It gets crazy at times, and you fall off your bandwagon, but you got to get back up. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions on these are. Also, do you like these non-ASMR videos? Are you only subscribed to me for only ASMR content, or do you want some more out-of-the-box, regular talking videos? Let me know. Let's talk. Honestly, that's the best way, is let's communicate. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Let's talk. Let's make some communication going. Let's Instagram, here, like, let's just get talking. Patreon. That's all I want. 2021 is going to be, let's start talking. That's really what not the goal, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so I hope that kind of, like, what? Did my tongue just get stuck by my teeth? Probably, because I probably have buck teeth. But I hope that explains kind of where my year went and what the heck happened to me. But I don't want to leave you high and dry and, like, be like, oh yeah, she just doesn't like it anymore. She's just gone. No, it's just been crazy. And yeah, also, do you like the brows? I filled them in. I don't know how I feel about them, but yeah. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys got this far and actually still care about me at this point. But I love you all. I hope you have a good day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it may be. I hope you can find a small positive and a big negative, because it can change everything. That's right, guys. I don't forget these things. I'm still here. This is still Dreamy Whispers. Absolutely. I love you all, and I hope you have a good night. Good night, good night, good night. You know what I say. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you later.